What I find the most satisfaction in my job is meeting somebody and just giving them a chance to tell their story. Sometimes after that, just the relief on their face is wonderful.
It's such a privilege to hear someone's story. When they're willing to share that story with you, especially their life story, it's a privilege to sit with that and help them sift through things, to look for guilt, shame, blame, joys, and to kind of work through those things.
I feel honored to be a part of people's lives when they come to us, because they are in a really low place usually, and being trusted with that and trusted to help them is a really great feeling.
I really like that when that phone rings and somebody is way up here, just in listening and reflecting back and just having those conversations of being support. They're down here before you hang up the phone, and you feel like you've done something for someone.
I get the most satisfaction when you see the end result. And what I mean by that is when you work with a patient and they have goals. No matter how small the goal is or how large it is, when you see that goal met, whether it's housing, after finding somebody housing after they've been homeless for 3 years, and being a part of that, and having them come up to you and say, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here.
There's no, again, could it go back, there's no one size fits all. When you're sitting with a person, just because they have a certain diagnosis, that doesn't mean that the treatment is the same. So everybody has to sit with a person and kind of figure out what it is that they need and what's going to work with them. And that is super fun because it's different for everybody. There is never, sometimes people ask, what's a typical day like? A typical day is atypical.
When I got hired here, I got to shadow almost every single person on my team. I couldn't believe the amount of work they do. I couldn't believe the things that they run into and do. They do it with such a great positive attitude and a smile on their face, and I thank you for everything you've done.
And sometimes it can feel like a very thankless job, or like people, you don't know the impact that you make on people. And I'm looking off into space because I think about the many times I've felt that way. However, you don't even know, and it's important to go back to the times people have expressed it, or the times that you've seen people change, because that says it enough.
We do this all together. There is no one person that can do this alone. My specific coworkers that I share an office with, they're where we get our support, they're where we get our resources, they're where we get our laughter. So it's definitely, you have to laugh. You have to have that support.
I just hope that everybody can continue to sort of remind themselves of who they are, why they're in it, always connecting with the why, and then to remember that they have to take care of themselves and to do things and to take a break and to step away and to have some fun in life and be silly.